Hello there. I'm Michael Caine.
And I'm Michael Caine.
Welcome back to episode 2 of the Michael Caine podcast.
Is it only episode 2?
I know it feels like it's gone on forever.
I thought we did more. But I suppose time flies when you're having fun.
What they say, because I'm 85 and I did not think that was the case.
Oh.
Which means you are
85,
also
good one.
85.
Oh my god, it does. Wow. Didn't you
Anyway,
know it?
we've got
One day you're 84, next day you're 85. What goes on there?
that is what
What's
happened
all
to
that
me
about?
as well.
Yeah.
So we've got a jam-packed day full of fun activities for you, dear listeners.
And then
Oh,
I
dear.
told him, that's my throw pillow.
Excuse me. Oh dear. What are you two doing in here? I'm so sorry. Get out this room.
Good Lord, please forgive me. Get out.
See, you booked the room
We,
today.
we would never do something like this to a fellow podcaster. This is our time, okay? Oh dear.
Oh,
Oh, we've broken the code. Oh,
oh no. Oh no.
let's go, Michael Caine. Let's go.
Honestly, unbelievable. Some people.
Two of them.
Yeah, you'd have thought after like 60 years in the
Oh,
industry, they'd have a bit more professionalism. Oh boy.
My bones are acting up again. Oh,
Oh no.
I've got the guilty bones.
Anyway.
I'm sure someone will take care of that.
Yeah, that'd be fine. That's not our problem. So, hello everybody, and welcome to the Jazzrack Productions podcast, hosted here live for us. It's not live for you, but it's live for us. Every day is live. Seize every opportunity.
Copy DMC's the day.
Yeah, do a Robin
We are live from
Williams.
the. Yes. No, don't do a Robin Williams.
Well, I mean, no, don't do that. Don't. In most ways, do a Robin Williams, but don't
Yes.
do.
In all the good ways, in all the alive ways, do a Robin Williams.
Yes, don't die. Don't kill yourself.
Yeah.
The Jazzrack Productions podcast. Don't kill yourself.
We're live from Jazzrack Productions HQ.
No matter how much you might want to. God, anyway. Well, this
Jack,
is a fantastic start.
Oh, we should put some links for like suicide helplines or something.
Yeah. Oh,
God.
No. Okay.
Welcome to the Jazzrack Productions podcast. We've said that like 5 times now.
Yeah, and it's not stopped being any less true. We are
Yes.
welcoming you, all
This is a
three of you.
podcast.
What a day! What a day to be alive in
What a day.
the great city of Mayhampton. The birds are blue and the sky is singing, just as normal.
Yep.
So, hello everybody. We're here, and this is a thing now. Cool.
Yes.
Very good.
So yes, we don't really have any ideas. Well, we have some ideas, but we don't know how to do a podcast.
We have a lot of ideas and no way to do them properly. So I've Googled how to do a podcast.
How to do a podcast.
How to start a podcast, in fact, even more helpful.
How to start a
And
podcast.
I haven't read this yet. So let's just have a look.
Okay, what does the internet say
Right.
that you should
we're
do
starting
when
off
starting
very
a podcast?
basic. This is what is podcasting and how does it work? I think we've got a pretty good grip on that. And now it's a short history of podcasting.
A short history of podcasting. Okay.
Yeah.
I would prefer a longer one. We do need to pad for time.
Yeah, we've got. I
Um,
mean, this is already. It doesn't actually say how long this has been going on for. I've lost all track of time. Oh, good. Okay, well, we're starting off very basic. What equipment do I need to start a podcast? Microphone required. Great. Thank you. An audio interface. Do we have an audio interface? I'm just
yeah, we don't.
speaking.
You don't actually need that. If we were in the same room, maybe, but we're on. We're in the same room
Yeah,
in
we-
Jazzrack
we-
Productions HQ.
we just entered
Sorry.
this room that we were in.
We did just enter this room that
now.
the Michael Caines were in. Whoops.
Yeah, the twins.
I don't know why I thought we were in different rooms in different buildings in different.
Well,
No, not in different towns at the moment.
yeah, no, that would be crazy.
Town. That'd be
There's fog
insane.
in the air.
What else does it say?
Oh, choose a niche for your podcast. What is our
A
niche?
niche.
Right, just like blogging.
We are the niche.
We are the niche. People come for us.
The niche is people who like us, and it's very niche.
That's incredibly niche. I could count. on my
Currently,
12
apparently,
fingers.
85 people.
80. Oh yeah, and
So-
like not all of them show up all the time. If you're one of 85 people who isn't showing up, what are you doing? Get back here. Look at all this great content. That was a good plug. How to validate your podcast idea. Oh, good. Okay. I feel like I should probably say this is on blogging.com, and the dot is spelled out.
Oh, okay.
At least they've chosen to do that on the website.
I wonder when this website was created.
Not recently.
No.
Right.
Blogging.
So,
okay.
Format and ideation. These seem like helpful things. There are two main approaches. Sure. Oh, good. First, you can go more specific. For example, make a podcast about e-commerce marketing. What is e-commerce? What? Wait,
I get a lot of ads for like e-commerce.
E-commerce marketing or e-commerce product fulfillment. Great.
That sounds like an awful podcast. We should do it. We should do an e-commerce podcast. We're experts enough at that.
This is fine. We can sell things.
Give advice on that.
We're talking of selling things. Oh, I would sell so many things. I would sell all of the things.
So many things.
I would sell everything.
Just sell all of your belongings.
I would sell myself.
Oh. Now, when you say you'd sell yourself, can you elaborate on what that means? Are you selling your body? Are you becoming a rent boy? Are you...
I feel like to make everything sort of last longer, it would just be like a kidney here, a kidney there. There's only two kidneys. They don't really grow back. I mean, your liver grows back, doesn't it? So, like, even if you got like 10% of it left or something, that's infinite liver. That is.
Okay, so you'd cut up your liver and sell pieces of it, and then grow it back.
I have at my disposal infinite supplies of liver. Like, people would pay good money for that. I mean, only like 90, 85% of it at a time, but it'd be fine. After like 2 payments, you can have a full liver if you glue it together. Infinite, unlimited liver. Right.
You also have a lot of blood. There's blood.
I do have a lot of blood. That's common. And
people sell their blood all the time, don't they?
Yeah. I could just donate a lot of blood to a blood bank. And then, the vampires will be happy.
Is that a thing you get paid for here? Because I'm pretty sure, like, in America, you can, like, sell your blood to blood banks, but I don't know.
Huh. Hang on, let me Google. Is blood profitable? Most have never heard of General Blood.
General Blood?
I'm assuming this is a company, not a person. A few are impressed with its blood.
A representative from General Blood.
The guys who trade your blood for profit. This is on Forbes. This is an interesting rabbit hole.
Wow.
Okay.
What a money-making scheme.
Oh, we'll take all of the blood. Oh, look, there's an image of the creators of this.
Are they covered in blood?
There's a red background and they're wearing red ties. It's a sort of... They don't look... I wouldn't give them my blood.
I think that their clothes may have been dyed with blood.
I think so. They're wearing very, very white shirts and I think lab coats. And
okay.
One of them does not look happy to see me. It is in America,
because your blood isn't clean enough.
Oh dear, I've got dirty blood.
Dirty blood. Filthy, disgusting blood.
Oh yeah, no, I don't think we do pay people for giving their blood. Oh well.
Okay.
I can always fall back on the liver idea.
Yeah. If you can if you can network and find someone who wants your liver.
Yeah.
Because again, donation isn't something you pay for in the UK when it's like a official NHS thing. So you'd have to sell it to some dodgy people. Do you know dodgy people? But the right kind of dodgy people? Scary dodgy people, not just, they're weird.
Probably not. Though, no. I mean, given...
Do you think you would, if you had 48 hours to sell your liver, do you think you'd be able to do it?
I think I'd probably be able to do that.
Yeah?
I mean...
How would you go about it? What would your first step be?
I would fashion a large sign saying liver for sale and then just sort of parade it around the town, I guess.
Yeah.
Someone would
Livers
take
for
that.
You.
Yeah. Livers are us, but only once. One-time payment.
Only one.
Yeah,
I'll need
then
some
you'll-
time to grow it back
You have to
afterwards.
give me a few months. How long does a liver take to regrow?
I don't know. How long
This
does
is
the liver take to regrow? Probably
making-
depends on how much of it is gone
Hmm.
to begin with.
This is making for some interesting tabs open.
Yeah.
2 to 4 weeks. Wow. Okay.
Oh wow. Okay. No, you could be rolling in it, mate.
Yeah. Like that's
So-
what? Like
how
12
much does liver
livers
sell
every
for?
year. Well, 12 to 24 livers every year.
Like minimum.
Yeah.
Could be much more.
Oh, although okay, apparently it's as little as 30% of the liver can regrow to its original volume.
Oh.
So it's less liver but more
You're
frequently.
gonna be able to. Okay. Well, it would take like three and a bit sales for one person to have a whole liver, which is a shame.
Mm. No,
But-
like I could be selling 70% of it every time.
Oh, so it needs. So you need
to have
30%
30%
left.
of it left. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's not bad.
Like what? How much would you pay for a liver? Like 70% of a liver.
Well, I personally,
Yeah.
I don't know, £500.
£500 for a liver. I mean, okay.
I don't know if that seems. I don't know if that seems low or if. It's...
I mean, I'm not well versed in like black market organ dealing, so
Yeah, I haven't
reasonable.
been keeping up with the market.
Yeah.
You know, the trades.
So like the average amount of livers I'd be selling is what, like 18 every year. That's okay. Well,
18 of your own liver a year.
yeah.
That's weird.
Okay, so
Imagine
I'll put
having
it this
18
way.
livers and realize you have 18 livers in front of you and they were all yours. Like,
Yeah.
you think of your organs as you think of you and there's only one of you, but then seeing your regrown livers and they're all from you, wouldn't that be weird?
Yeah, just sort of lined out on a table. Sort of in various states of decay, probably, because one
Filling
of those
up
is
a
going to be
bath,
from
you
January.
can get inside it and soak them in, you know.
Yeah. I'll put it this way: I'm not going to be making a living out of this. It's only £9,000. I'd be getting at 500 quid per liver, or per 70% of a liver every sale.
Well, 9,000, an extra $9,000 a year. That's not bad.
Up to 12,000. I mean, like
Up to 12,000.
up to that's a nice extra amount on like.
Especially considering you don't have a job and it would be all the money you earn.
Yeah,
that would be pretty good.
I wouldn't say no to £12,000 and no liver.
Well, it would be no liver because you just grow it back.
Well, okay. By the end of the year, I'd have like 30%.
The least you'd have,
liver.
the least amount of liver you'd have at any given moment would be 30%.
Yeah.
You know,
I'd probably have to give up alcohol and like salt, but you know, it'd be fine. Otherwise, I think that would kill me.
That's hard in today's climate.
Quite difficult.
It is difficult.
But for infinite liver, I mean, we must all make
liver.
sacrifices in the name of organ donation.
Would you give up alcohol and salt for an extra $9,000 a year?
Up to 12.
Up to 12. 9 to 12 grand a year.
Well, I think we have
if you manage to actually
guest.
sell all like 18 livers.
That's liver money.
That's liver money you're talking about there. Yeah.
Anyway, talking about
that should be a term. That should be a term for a large amount of money. Oh, that's liver money you got there.
That's liver money.
Oh,
That ain't pocket
you're
change.
making
That's
liver
liver money. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, talking of selling illicit items, here's a word from some of our sponsors.
Hello there, I'm Michael Caine, and I'm here to tell you about the Michael Caine podcast, starring me, Michael Caine, and my good friend, Michael Caine, who is currently out getting his bones fixed. On our podcast, we discuss all of the big topics, casting our unique insight over everything, such as e-commerce marketing, available to watch now on all good YouTube channels, such as Jazzrack Productions. Thank you for listening.
Well, welcome back, everybody. We've wrangled another person to join the podcast that is still happening, astonishingly.
Hello, I've been wrangled.
You've been wrangled. You've been hit by. You've been struck by
a very
Jazzrack
smooth
Productions.
criminal. Oh, the smoothest criminal I know.
A frictionless criminal.
We are one very smooth criminal.
Yes.
You are. You're one.
Stealing the hearts and minds of a nation for years.
Oh.
How smooth would you say that we are as a criminal, Kyle?
Let me think of the smoothest object I know. Iron brew. You're
Great.
pretty smooth.
It made its
Is
Like-
iron brew an
liquid.
object?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's an object. It's a thing. You're pretty goddamn smooth. I've never seen anyone smoother than you guys.
Right. Okay. Good to know.
I see you walk into school, on Google Images, and when I look at you, Atsura, I can't. You're so smooth that the light just bounces around you.
I'm so round. The light just I'm so frictionless that the light just slips past me.
Yeah, he enters into a slipstream every time you move.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
it's dangerous. And don't get me started on Jack.
Oh no.
The smooth boy he is.
Okay, I won't.
Good. Thank you.
Okay, well, moving on. So, Kyle.
Yes.
Would you give up alcohol and salt for 9 to 12 grand a year?
9 to 12. So I'm not sure how much I'm going to get.
It's between. It really depends on how good your body is at regrowing livers.
The problem is
it also depends on your salesmanship and how good you are at selling livers.
Mm.
So you're telling me if I don't drink alcohol and I don't consume salt, I'll get 9 to 12 grand a year?
Yes.
As long as at the same time you sell your liver.
Yeah.
Multiple times.
I feel like we should backtrack a little bit. How much would you pay for 70% of a liver? A premium.
That's a good point.
Premium liver. High quality. We're talking, the top class liver.
No alcohol or salt.
Wow. A couple thousand, like £3,000. I'm not in the market for a liver. I don't need one.
If the number you're going with is £3,000, I mean, even the
average.
I
just shot myself in the foot here?
Well, no, because we were working off of 500 before.
Oh,
we were just guessing numbers per liver.
Yeah.
So,
what would you value a liver at then?
I guessed. I just said 500. I don't know. It feels kind of low, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean,
for a liver, but I don't know because there's plenty of them about.
I mean, I don't need a liver though.
There's billions of livers out there.
Mm.
They're in use.
Walking liver deposit.
I don't need one.
Yeah.
I'm living my life quite well. I've got one liver, and that's all I need. Not in the market for old 2-liver Terry.
I mean,
don't need one.
you could buy many and then redistribute them. You could
Who's
be a liver scalper.
Who's going to buy a liver off me?
Liver scalper.
Right, mate. I've got a liver. Do you want a liver? No. Oh.
So if we go with the average between your two answers, that's like 1,750. And yes, I did have to just go use a calculator because my brain isn't working.
That's fine.
And apparently a liver grows back. We've learned many things on this podcast already. A liver from 30% can grow back fully in 2 to 4 weeks.
Right.
That is at minimum now a number. Give me
Brilliant.
a second.
I'm glad we're all on the same page here.
Yes.
150 times. That's like. Okay, well, this is more like an income now. Like you could make a living off of this. That's like £21,000.
Right.
Hey.
So you're telling me I can go through surgery multiple times.
Yes, once every 2 to 4 weeks.
Once every 2 to 4 weeks, and make 21k as long as I don't eat any salt or alcohol.
Yes.
Right. Now, salt is in everything, so that is a problem.
Mm-hmm.
I do like to drink, and also going through surgery every 2 to 4 weeks sounds like hell. But I think I'll just work a job. I could work at Pret for like slightly more hours and make actually more money than all that labor.
It's 21,000 minimum. It could be up to 42,000 if your liver regrows really quickly.
I mean, after I go to uni, after sort of 15 years, I'm projected to earn about 40 odd 50k if I'm doing really well.
Carl, you could be doing that now.
Right now,
your liver.
Right, I've got noodles here. They've got salt in them. I love salt. I can't. Not everything I own has some degree of salt in it. Some very small, but some degree of salt.
Carl. You can go to university, invest in your future, start your journey on a career that you care about.
Yes.
Or you could sell your liver.
Will the scars ever heal?
No. I mean, it's only one scar though. Like it's not going to be
it's one scar
pockmarked.
that will be reopened every couple of weeks.
More of a zipper sort of situation. More of a Velcro.
Yeah, just make it easier.
You can get a zip installed to
get your own private surgeon.
Access.
The problem I have with that is the inconvenience of having to go to surgery. Can it be done on the NHS? Okay.
I mean, I would hope so, because that makes the surgery free.
Well,
that's a loophole.
I don't think the NHS would do that for you.
How much does it cost to get my liver removed?
Especially since, so to be clear, Kyle, you'd have to sell this illegally because you can't donating organs isn't something you get paid for in this country.
Right. Yeah.
We don't think.
I'm pretty sure you can't do that. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Probably.
I
Actually,
sell my
I
liver
think-
on the black market.
I think organ donation is like opt out now. Like when you die, you
Oh, yeah.
automatically are an organ
Charlie,
donor
the
for
organ
the rest of
harvesting
your life.
clown, comes to your grave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just us. That's the crime that we're doing. We're very smooth at it.
My problem A1 is that I don't have any ties to the black market.
Right.
I know,
Not yet, you
shock and
don't.
horror. Problem A2 is I can't be asked to get my liver removed all the time.
Right.
Problem A3 is I can't afford it currently. And problem B1 is I can get more money in the long run. So it's really
Right.
stacking up against the
But-
sell your liver, get rich quick scheme.
You could be earning £3,500 a month by being your own boss,
That is
and-
true.
selling your liver.
My life would have to
Basically.
revolve around this. I'd have to somehow cover my tracks to the black market.
Yeah.
Although I'm probably not I'm not a high risk criminal because they're like, whose liver is that? And it's just mine. And they're like, oh, right. Well,
Yeah, you're
it's a
not-
crime, but
You're not inflicting violence on anyone else.
Yeah.
no, unless they transplant my liver into someone and that person dies because it's the wrong liver.
That's okay. Yeah, that is something to think about.
You'll be like sort of the Genghis
But this is just
Khan
this is
of organs.
this is just free market capitalism, you know. This is
It's
just-
like,
that's how business works.
you know how like 5%
in our world.
5% of all people are like descended from Genghis Khan now, or 5% of people in
Yeah.
certain
In
areas.
some areas,
Yeah,
yeah.
Would I
in, like,
have to?
in like the
Okay.
areas where he ruled?
Yeah,
There's like,
like-
a lot of people are descended from him because
Yeah.
he did a lot of raping mainly.
Yeah.
F's in
Hmm.
chat. Am I right?
Yeah, for all the people. Well, S for all the people he killed as well. Yeah.
F's. So let's say, would I have to go to like a back alley doctor to get this done?
You would have to go to the backest of alleys.
You'd have to go behind the back alley.
You would have to go to the Backstreet Boys.
Right, and they're
which is,
back.
Of course, an undercover name for all of the horrifyingly
men.
illegal surgeons.
It's the name for a network of black market surgeons.
Yeah,
The Backstreet
So-
Boys.
Backstreet Boys.
I go there, I knock on like hello, and then he's like hello, and I just sort of say, "Can I have my liver taken? Leave some of it behind. I need it, you know." And he's like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, sure." And you know, I go through the process. Do I get anesthetic? We don't know, but whatever happens is I get like a box and I got my liver in it,
Yeah.
and now I've got to take that liver to I guess the next alley over and sell it as quick as I can because that liver is not gonna be good for a while, you know.
Yeah.
And then I've got to deal with the suffering for about 2 to 4 weeks, and I
then
make a pittance in the grand scheme of things. I'm no Jeff Bezos with my liver.
I mean, I don't know. I think it sounds like a pretty good idea.
You're really trying to push this like
It could
liver
work.
this-
Well, why
thing.
don't you do it? Carl, do it.
This has very quickly become the entire podcast. Has become
Look,
sell your liver.
Yeah, we talked about this
to
for a
us.
little while in the beginning.
Do we
My-
want these people's livers?
my
Is this
liver's
why we're
pretty
doing
hard
this?
I
working.
don't. I don't want any livers.
Send in your
Unless I
livers.
could sell them.
Who wants a liver anyway?
Send your liver. We should open up a PO box for livers.
Yeah.
I mean, who's going to buy my liver? Right? It's not even, it's not in immaculate condition. It's not like terrible, but it's not amazing. It's an average liver. It's okay at best. It gets the job done. A workhorse.
You don't have to sell it for an extortionate amount, just enough to cover the surgery.
Right. I don't think I
Oh,
can make
God.
money here.
We
Yeah,
haven't
the
even
price of
talked about
surgery.
The expenses.
The liver-based expenses,
Surgery,
yes.
Oh no! How much
I'll
is
be
surgery going
making-
to be?
I might as well just mine Bitcoin, honestly. It's cheaper, easier, and it inconveniences me about as much.
I mean, that's impressive. Mining Bitcoin, a thing that does not require intrusive surgery, is
Yeah, but
just
it
about
means my
as
computer is out of action.
inconvenient as having.
Yeah.
That's okay. Yeah.
Okay,
You
so
can't do
to
gaming.
you, having no computer is just as inconvenient as having your liver removed every
Yep.
2 weeks, every
Yeah.
once a fortnight for like
The,
constantly.
The viewers at home might not know this, but we're actually recording this on a piece of technology, which is a computer, and they're really helpful. You should get on board with them.
Yes.
Mhm.
I'm glad we're all on the same page.
Should be
here.
clear, Carl, that we're of course all together in the same room at Jazzrack Productions headquarters, of course.
Yes.
Yeah,
in
the
city of
undisclosed, undisclosed location. We can't actually tell you where that
Yeah.
is. of
Well,
course.
yeah, I mean, we don't want the building stormed by adoring fans.
Insurgents. Oh yeah, adoring fans.
Well, yeah, those two.
Adoring
I
fans,
mean,
yes.
where the sky is singing, we have already established this.
I heard screaming, Jack. But anyway,
Yeah, we call it singing. Don't. It's fine. Don't look up.
That's my answer to the liver question.
Yeah.
Okay.
A big fat veiny no.
Okay.
Okay. And with that, I think we should
sorry.
maybe.
What is in the
yes.
veins?
My blood, because it was my
Okay.
liver. Yeah.
Your blood in
Alright.
the concept of no.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I feel like we should break for ads because, ow, my liver is burning.
Oh.
What did you do to it?
I sold it on the black market
Oh,
to the Backstreet
What's
Boys.
left?
How
Did
much
you
did
get
you
any
get for
liver
it?
left? Yeah.
Not nearly enough to cover the surgery.
Hello there, I'm Timothy Cube, inventor of the third dimension and CEO of CubeSpace. Today, I'd like to tell you about how you can go about building your online presence with my baby, CubeSpace. You can create a professional-looking website in glorious Technicolor. It's super duper easy to use. You don't even have to have an extensive knowledge in coding, like I do. One of the best features about your CubeSpace website is how easy it makes it to communicate with your customers. For example, I use my website to try and talk to my ex-wife again. Please come back to me. I'll try harder this time. CubeSpace also offers domain name hosting, such as jamiesportfolio.net, jazzrackproductions.tv, or comebacksharon.please. Use offer code JAZZCAST to receive 150% off your first purchase, and hopefully that will bring her back.
Anyway,
Okay.
we're back at the
Yeah.
podcast now. Hello, everybody, and welcome back.
Hello,
It's still
everybody.
going on. It's still
Hello.
unbelievably going on. You've been here for days now. When will you leave?
Days? What?
I wasn't
Anyway,
aware of this. Is this some kind of time vortex? I've only
Yep,
just
and you've been
arrived.
sucked in as well. If you
Is
Oh,
it
Lord.
is it a
to
time
welcome
pod?
to the podcast,
Is it a
How would
time
you-
cube?
how would you like to be introduced?
I wouldn't.
Okay, this is Unfathomable Being A. We've picked her out of the roster. They've
I'm
got a lot
Khalri
of them.
von Kivitskavan, you, the beast with no name.
Yes. Okay.
Or Re for short.
Yes.
Yep.
Well, I do have a question for the floor that I did not come up with because
Okay.
it's just we were talking about this and then I forgot to start recording the podcast and then we're just going to keep going. What would you do for £2 a day other than mine Bitcoin? Because apparently that's about all it does.
1 minute. Let me just ask. Floor?
Yeah.
Hey.
Asking the floor.
I can't.
Asking the floor.
It's not really responding.
I feel like I should have seen this coming.
Last time I talked to the floor, though, I don't think I was sane in my mind.
What had you been consuming / ingesting when you did that?
I had a poorly cooked piece of bacon.
Ooh.
That'll do it.
I know.
Did you have food poisoning?
Well, perhaps. It was enlightening because that day I also wrote an English essay and got an A on it.
So
Um,
the key
that's
to academia is disease. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes, poison yourself with knowledge or bacon.
Knowledge is
whatever.
poison. Bacon is
Or
also
raw meat?
poison.
I was very ill after that. I don't think I've evolved well enough to deal with that.
No.
Outstanding.
For,
you
for
okay there?
£2 a day.
Hearing
Interference
Static sounds of
Yeah.
evil.
of Azra, I believe.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
It's
right.
okay.
Yeah, it sounds of us
I'll-
getting sucked into the time vortex.
It's just
I'll
the-
stop.
It's just your proximity to the unfathomable.
Such a cheeky lad.
Hello.
I can't fathom him. I tried. I can't.
So yes, what would you do if you were being paid £2 a day? How much is that worth
What
to you?
what job is worth that?
Well, am I?
Maybe
Could
as well.
I be self-employed and do things for £2 a day? Can I do anything of
Sure.
my choice and I get £2 a day?
Yeah, go for it.
I could probably like read books to small children for £2 a day.
Okay.
Right.
Mm,
Okay.
What books did you
Pretty
read?
nice.
Children's books or like
Well, I'm looking at all of my shelves, and most of them are, young adult fiction and adult fiction. So
adult fiction?
Oh,
Is it
Not
adult
mine.
fiction or adult fiction?
you know.
it's just like fiction aimed at an older audience,
Okay.
or not aimed at an audience at all.
Sexy audience.
Just like this podcast, it's not aimed at
I-
anyone.
I was not shown
Wow.
the demographics of the audience of these books, but I read these books, so maybe they're for a sexy audience. Who knows?
Oh, because you're sexy.
No,
I didn't
she's
say
fucking
that.
sexies, obviously.
Hmm.
How have you not put the 2 and 2 together and added up to make 76? That's how maths
Hmm.
works.
Yes.
Mhm.
Well, I could always read them anything by Junji Ito, and then those children will have a very interesting dream time.
Life.
Read them a book.
Life, dream time. Anything for £2. For £2, I will terrorize children with Junji
Okay, cool. That's good. Yeah.
Make the last
good.
page of the book a mirror, and it says, "Now you try," and to really make them feel something.
I think what would happen is it would deter them from ever visiting Japan.
Oh,
because they're all set in Japan.
F's in chat for Japan, everyone.
Japan just died.
Wow.
Japan was deleted.
I mean, there's a lot of ways Japan can die. They're not in a safe place.
They're not doing enough sex in Japan. They're
not?
too old.
They're
getting
not. They're really not.
The population's aging, and everyone's staying in all the time.
Was it a stage 5 country? So it's an aging population, less young people around to work jobs, very technologically advanced, which is why everybody can get old, but nobody wants to have kids.
It's just a matter of time now.
How could
it's a matter of time before the Japanese people go extinct.
Could we help like a panda? Could we sort of encourage them to This might require a cage.
Keep them in zoos.
Oh no.
I don't know.
Well,
I'm just spitballing ideas here.
I think that's what China's doing to the Uyghurs.
I think the main problem you'd have to solve is the aversion of people in their people nowadays in their 20s and 30s who don't want to have children because they want to work and have a good career because surprisingly any of the jobs they have don't pay enough.
What if you gave them an incentive that if you have a child, you'll also get a coupon?
You get a coupon for another free child.
You get like a
free child.
bonus.
Buy one, get one free.
You get like 10 quid.
Yeah.
Or obviously in Japanese money, that's what, like 10 trillion yen? Their money's worth nothing.
That's about 10,000 yen.
If someone gave me 1 yen, it would cost them more for them to give it to me than for me to receive it. In pure calories alone.
Yes. What is the yen to calorie conversion rate?
You can buy penny sweets. You could buy sweet, like tiny.
In
little
this economy, we can't find a penny sweet. You know how much a Freddo is these days? It's like I
think you're looking at the wrong corner shop, friend.
In London, there is a daily conundrum of Freddo or rent.
Because clearly Freddos are addictive as cocaine.
Really hell.
Oh yeah.
Are you ready for this, boys? Are you ready? 1 yen is worth a grand total of £0.0068.
Okay, that is far less than I thought it was.
It's worth like nothing. Bit more than half a penny.
It's just nothing. Why would I want that currency so worthless? Why don't they just burn all the money, make less of it, and then it's suddenly increased in value? You'd have to strip the people of their money, which they might not like.
Yeah.
I would say that's a fairly safe bet, yes.
I don't know. How did Germany get back on their feet after their hyperinflation?
Wasn't it Hitler?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think it was.
Well, the problem was, they had a lot of money about, and then Hitler,
I think
what Japan needs is Hitler.
Actually,
there
was a leader towards the end of the Weimar Republic who was doing a pretty good job of getting them back on their feet economically. But then Hitler happened, and that kind of got ignored by history.
Yeah. The World War.
He did.
Other things.
He did a Holocaust. More importantly.
Yeah.
So is that the key? Is that what Japan needs to stop the aging population?
Hitler to Electric Boogaloo.
I mean, I feel like we're taking a very dark turn.
I think if that was the solution, it's not worth the result.
Yeah.
No. You can't be burning people in today's climate or climate change. You need to be very careful what you're burning.
If anything, it's easier to burn people now in today's climate.
Oh, well.
It's still getting warmer.
Yeah, it's easier to ignite them because the air's hotter.
Texas is frozen over, though. And people in Texas, a lot of people, they're angry because they're saying that their green solutions to energy don't work anymore because it's all frozen.
Well, I'm fairly certain the reason that the green solutions to energy didn't work is because they rejected all of them and said, no, we don't want these. And now that they were half-assed.
Texas is like 10 to 15% renewable energy.
Well, apparently it was like 24% now.
Well, yeah, it's...
But it depends on like the month.
All of their like coal plants and everything are also not working.
Oh yeah, they're not doing great.
There are like wind turbines in Antarctica that work perfectly, so I don't think it's the fact that they have some green energy that's the problem there.
The problem is that they didn't anticipate the cold, and they didn't sort of give the windmills what they needed to function in the cold.
Yeah, exactly.
It is Texas.
I mean, that's what they said, and now I heard on the news that a Texas person who was a representative of state, he said they need to stop going down the dark path of green energy. And let me tell you, green energy. The dark path of green. I love it.
Path,
The dark
quite
arts of
literally.
renewable. Oh, God.
Dear God. Okay.
I love it. It's beautiful.
Well, this has been a wonderful political segment to this podcast that wasn't intended at all.
I hate the environment.
We know you.
I really
Kyle.
do. I hate the environment.
You've made that clear in past conversations that you have no
Glad.
regard for the environment or your impact upon.
Look,
Yeah.
the environment needs an enemy, and I'm that person.
The environment has enough enemies.
Every hero needs an enemy, Jack.
I'm
the villain in this story.
I think the
The
fossil fuel
thing
and meat
is-
industries are enough of an enemy to the environment already.
The thing is, Kyle,
Hello.
are you going to just be the villain or are you going to be a super villain?
I would like to be a super villain. However, purchasing a Hummer H2 is very difficult.
Oh my God, Kyle, the Hummer.
There's nothing wrong
boy.
with a Hummer. It's a beautiful vehicle.
There's everything wrong with a Hummer.
It's
Okay.
yellow. You can get it lifted, and then you have to get a ladder to walk in. I love it.
The main problem
Maybe
with
a
it is
stool.
that you don't
Maybe that's
intend to
maybe a
go
stool.
off-road or anything. Your only intention is to drive it around and quote-unquote look cool.
Yes.
Hmm. You can't really drive it on any road smaller than like a dual carriageway either. So I mean, I don't know what you're going to
Imagine
be
me-
doing
imagine
around
me,
You're going to
imagine I'm
struggle on
Ed
these
Sheeran.
little country lanes.
Imagine I'm
You
going
can't live
90
in
on those
Somerset.
country lanes. Yes.
Mhm.
I might be living in Bristol as time goes on.
Mhm.
I'm going 90 on those country lanes, as our Lord and Savior Ed Sheeran has said.
Yeah.
And if I'm in a car
I don't think he
accident,
mentioned a Hummer though.
After
I
that,
don't know,
Ed,
And
this
so-
person is on a first name basis with
or an
Ed
Excalibur.
and an Aston Martin
Mm.
DB9.
Oh, that's a nice
So-
car. That's a nice car. And yes, he can probably
And
go
that
90
can fit on the country lanes.
and go 90. I mean, I don't know what he's doing going 90. He get points on his license for that. God forbid he goes 90.
I think it was like a reference to the sordid days of his youth where they would go joyriding around Somerset,
I
or
know,
just
he can't wait
all over
to
England
walk.
in fast
Wherever
cars,
he was.
disregarding the speed
Yeah.
limit, hitting deer, hitting little pedestrians, walking their
Lord.
dogs out in the
Hitting small
field.
children.
I know that Ed
Small
Sheeran can't wait
children.
to see us again, but the next time we see him, it might be in an ambulance.
And you're
What if he
the one
hit?
who's
What
put him
if
there.
he? I'll be the one that's
He
putting him in
might
there with my
hit an
Hummer.
ambulance so hard that he flies out of the car and into the ambulance.
Yeah.
In which case he's ready to go to hospital.
Yeah.
The best thing I've seen in my
Convenient.
life that involved an ambulance was an ambulance on call and someone crossing the road, and the ambulance hit someone, and they stopped and then put that man in the ambulance. And
dear.
then they went on their way and called yet another ambulance because oh no, I've hit someone. I've got to go. This is on. So I was like getting off the bus and going into college, and that's where I saw it happen on that
Did
road.
you actually see that happen in real life?
Yeah, I saw it. I saw
Fuck.
someone get hit by an ambulance.
Oh,
Like
no.
not
Good
like
lord.
not like hit and knocked over, but like knocked to the side. So like at least their
man.
arm was.
Oh, they
hit.
didn't go flying
God.
through the air.
No,
That's
no,
fine.
their
then.
arm got
That's
hit by an
fine.
ambulance. They put them in a little chair and they took him in an ambulance. And I guess
Oh,
I
Shit.
assume they're fine.
Mm.
Have you ever seen them again?
No, I just.
Well, then we
remember
can
them
only assume that they died on the way.
Yeah,
from an arm
that's the only
injury.
assumption to make there.
Yeah,
I mean, they could have had like horrible internal hemorrhaging and died.
in the arm.
Mhm.
It looked like it was the arm. It was like a loud bang and then the arm. Like they fell over, but it was definite. They stood up and they went into ambulance. It's very fun. I stood there and looked at it.
That could have been their ghost, Kyle, arising from their corpse.
I mean, I've not seen any other ghosts other than that man. If he was a ghost,
I mean, it is the most ironic way to die, being hit and killed by
By
an
an
ambulance.
ambulance.
I love it.
Come on.
Yeah, that's
There aren't many
oh,
worse
that's
ways
what's an
to
episode
go,
of
honestly.
Stupid Deaths. That is.
I like to
Yeah.
imagine what the
Oh,
phone
that's
call
true.
was like from the ambulance to the ambulance. You're like, hello, we need an ambulance. Like, hello, Nick, it's me again. Got another one.
Yeah, we've picked up a customer on our way to the original client.
Yeah,
And,
ambulances like taxis. Can you sort of, take one on, and then find someone else to
That's
keep going?
that would be great if like
Community.
you're in America and like you profit from the health industry. That'd be
Oh.
a great way to like increase your business.
Can we make like a gig economy based ambulance service where it's like an Uber driver that comes up to you and it's just like, hey, help. Yeah, and you pay them like a pittance and you might get taken to hospital or to an early grave.
I've tried to look up the number of people hit by ambulances every year, and I haven't found it for the UK because it's been like, people in the UK dying from ambulance delays because the NHS is overworked. But
Cool.
in the United States, the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration released a report. This is from 2014. And it said there are an estimated 6,500 accidents involving ambulances every year. 35% of crashes resulted in injury or fatality to at least one occupant of a vehicle involved.
Good lord.
That's why I'm against ambulances. I believe if you're sick, you should just walk. You're dead, just walk to your grave.
It's safer.
Yeah.
Safer.
Of those killed in ambulance accidents, 63%.
It's a big machine. It's gonna
hurt.
Hurt.
Ambulance accidents, 63% were occupants of a passenger vehicle, 21% were passengers in the ambulance, 4% were the ambulance drivers, and 12% were non-occupants, aka people walking about minding their own business.
God.
Nearly 60% of ambulance accidents occur during the course of emergency use. When they're zooming along the roads.
You're just walking along, minding your own business.
I'm so happy about that.
And you just get flattened by an ambulance.
Just suddenly.
You're now pancaked on the road by an ambulance, and they scoop you up with a snow shovel and put you in the back.
They put you in ambulance.
You off the tarmac. And
at this point, they just call the hearse.
You into the back.
They toss you into a coffin, and then off you go.
Yeah. All good ambulances come pre-equipped with one coffin.
Wait, how many people have been run over by hearses?
Let me have a look.
Oh, that's a glory kill right there. If ever I've heard of one.
You got to maximize the space in those things. Just put another one in the coffin.
Of an ambulance...
no one has to know.
Okay, what if instead of an ambulance, we cut costs on healthcare and we just send a hearse? So let's say
cut out the middleman.
Oh no, we don't need the NHS. We need more undertakers.
Let's say very briefly, you've fallen over. You're not in a good shape. You've got a really big bit of wood through your hand, right? You're bleeding out.
I've got a big splinter,
right?
I'm just gonna wait
instead
for
of
me
calling
to bleed
an ambulance.
Out. Just leave me there.
A man or a woman, someone comes out of the car with a big top hat and a cane and a black coat, and they just watch you die. Yeah. They just watch you die and put you in the coffin and take you home.
All right, so I'm just lying there, going over the details of my funeral with this person.
No, you're screaming.
Going over your last wishes.
You're not in a good way at all. You're in agony. But you know what? It's cheaper. So
is it?
Who's the real winner here? Hey?
I mean, what would you value a human life at, Kyle?
Well, the council values one at £8,000.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what this means. It's far more profitable to sell people than livers.
Yeah,
that's true.
Because your most generous estimate was £3,000 per 70% of a liver.
People don't grow back, do they?
People don't grow back, but livers do. Livers are a renewable supply.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but the UK government values the price of a life at £1.8 million.
Oh, right.
Yeah, 1.8 million. That's why wars are so expensive, isn't it? Because afterwards, it's like, all right, what do I owe you? And it's like, oh my god, I'm in so much debt right now. I can't.
Looping back, the reparations from the war is what caused all the hyperinflation in Germany.
Yeah, I'll tell you what though. So you can't be doing a murder these days. You can't be killing anyone these days. 1.8. Have you got 1.8 million to spare?
Right.
Actually, in medieval England, there was a fine system where if you killed someone, you just pay a fine. That'd be it.
How much was the fine? Because then that is the value of human life.
Because obviously, hold on. I remember there were you paid different amounts depending on who you killed. So if you killed a man, it was worth more than if you killed a woman. If you killed a Welshman, it was worth less. If you killed a nobleman, it was worth more. That kind of thing.
The Welsh are worth less.
Oh dear.
Yep.
Right. I just run the numbers.
Oh good.
Medieval.
If Jeff Bezos wanted to kill someone, he could kill 101,000 people before he's you know,
Before he's destitute.
before he's got to pay him off.
He could pay the fine for killing 100,000 people.
Does that mean that you can sort of buy a person?
I mean, yes.
If
but that's
you know the
for
right
different
people,
reasons.
I'm
sure the
Just,
Backstreet Boys would, they'd know a guy.
I'm just saying, things have value. Value can be traded. We're all about goods and services here. We're all capitalist boys. How much am I worth? 1.8 mil. Can I sell myself to myself?
Right, hang on. What is like the what's a very small country?
Vatican City.
Liechtenstein.
Okay. I'll go with Liechtenstein because Vatican City is sort of a weird state.
City-state.
More of a
Sealand.
city-state.
Sealand. Jack, you're the Lord of
Yeah.
Sealand.
Sealand is
I
a
know.
principality.
Let
Sealand
them have
is
their
It's not been
very
formally recognised as a country
okay.
They
Oh.
argue.
yet.
Oh, this
We
is
can hope.
interesting. So, yeah. Jeff
Yeah?
Bezos, going by our maths and logic, which is of course flawless, Jeff Bezos could
Oh, yeah.
kill everyone in Liechtenstein and still be a billionaire.
Oh, cool.
He could do a genocide.
Well, what
he
about,
could
what
do
about
two
Musk? He's
genocides,
rich in
actually.
it.
Oh yeah, Musk is richer, isn't he? He's got more
Yeah.
money.
Oh yeah.
He's
Yeah.
now like richest man in the world
Yeah.
Musk could
and wants to
probably.
put computer chips in our brains.
Ah, nice.
And
Elon Musk could
that's not
probably
even a
kill like everyone in
conspiracy.
Liechtenstein and Monaco and possibly San Marino, is what Google
Wow.
is telling me.
I
I
would.
mean, what you can do, you can
Hmm.
estimate the number of people that he could kill, and then we can reverse translate that and see what the largest country is with that population.
How much money you'd need to kill everyone in that country?
Hmm.
We could, yes.
Now, okay, a nice light-hearted podcast, boys.
Yeah.
How much money does it cost to do a genocide?
What is
I'm
the?
just. It's on paper, so I'm just running the numbers. I'm just
What
going
is-
through it.
Well,
Is
obviously,
it genocide if you kill everyone from one country?
the cost of
It's a
running
genocide
the
of
genocide
The British.
isn't held into account. This is just what you'd have to pay in reparations, according to the government, the British government. How much?
Right.
each
This
life
isn't
would
like this
cost
isn't
in
accounting
reparations.
the costs for like knives and guns and cleanup after all the blood.
Yeah.
It's the same knife. Just use the same knife.
I mean,
I
like,
mean,
you don't
But
even,
that's a whole other very expensive operation. But
You
this
don't
is
even
just the
have to-
reparations.
you just
Oh yeah.
beat them up. Just go through them all
Beat
eventually.
them to a pulp.
Yeah.
Just punch them until they die.
Yeah. Punch them, throw them off a
Gee,
building if they're up
Good
there.
Lord.
A handful of
that's-
defenestrations.
That's cheap. That's pretty cheap.
Yeah.
There's
Low
plenty
cost.
there's plenty of people in like towers in cities.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
just
I
A
mean,
good
yeah,
way
you know.
to kill people would be to change road signs so they're wrong. And watch
Okay.
chaos unfold. Really.
Yeah.
Then
I think people
Just-
might realize
Just
the
don't
problem.
put up
and then
like their
change the
diversion
lane
and
signs
warning
again.
signs for when you're doing roadworks and let them drive into the hole.
like comically, like some kind of Looney Tunes death.
Yeah, and eventually the cars will stack up so high that you can drive right over them,
Mm.
and then you
Yeah.
fix the road.
I was
Yeah.
in a position once where I had to protect someone's life. I think
Right.
because I was walking home from school. This is when I lived in Taunton,
Mhm.
and
right, well, this
there's
would
this
explain
woman
it.
behind me, and she was like on her phone, and she was only walking when I was walking. And there's like 3 sets of traffic lights, and if I walked out at the wrong time, I'm very sure she would have walked behind me and then got hit by a car and died.
Oh,
So
God.
Right.
Okay.
so very briefly, I was the guardian of this person's life, and I assume they're still alive now. I would hope.
Yeah.
That's a job
Your
well
efforts
done.
weren't all in vain.
No, yeah. So and then I went home and I thought about the power I had and what a good choice I made. What a nice person I am for not killing someone, for actively choosing to not do that.
Yeah.
You get
you know.
brownie points for that.
Thank you. I like
Be a good
brownies.
boy today. You might
Yeah.
go do a murder tomorrow.
Hang on,
You know-
okay,
you know,
so are
I was
brownie
feeling
points
kind.
redeemable for actual brownies? Because if
Yes.
not, then like, what's the point?
Yes,
I
but you have
want
to cook the
brownies.
brownies.
I think, as someone who was a brownie a very, very long time ago, I never actually
Brownie.
got brownie points, but I
Oh.
think they were
Hmm.
redeemable for like pizza parties and cake.
I mean,
What kind of
sure.
brownie were you? Were you like a crusty one or like a gooey one?
Crusty on the
I was
outside, gooey on
I was
the
quite
inside?
like
Mm.
quite a squishy brownie.
Okay. I mean, yeah, that's.
Okay.
I mean,
that's-
I was unusually long for a brownie of that age, but
What's the hardest badge you got as a brownie?
well, I could tell you if I wanted to go through my cupboard, I could get my sash.
You still got
but
it in pristine
I
condition.
Mhm.
And your rifle.
close
And-
enough. I mean, I still have the little yellow.
I
I
don't
have
think
the
brownies
little,
get rifles, Kyle.
brownies don't get rifles, but the rainbows
Not
do.
yet. They
In my
don't.
world, they should.
The rainbows get rifles, but
They do? Oh, wow.
yeah, little reception kids running around with guns. But, you know,
love that.
I still have the little yellow book bag that they gave me for brownies, and yeah, my stash is here. I didn't get very many badges because I wasn't a very good brownie.
Oh my god.
I was seconder, so I was like the lieutenant of my squad.
Right.
And
How
the
old were
only
you?
badge,
Some veteran.
but you have to
Yeah, were you a
leave
commando?
you have to leave brownies when you get to year 6.
So how old were you when you were lieutenant?
10 or 11. The only badge I ever got was the swimmer badge because I did swimming lessons.
Right.
Have I actually got anything in my little book bag? I don't think I do. I took most of it out.
So
did you guys have book bags in primary school?
we did, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
they
think
were like
everybody did.
oblong.
Yeah, I've still got mine. I've got the yellow one for
Um,
brownies and the blue one for my primary school, and they
Oh my
are
god.
the
You got all of them.
same make and size and everything.
Brownies exposed.
There's one company that sells book bags for children
Oh.
in the UK, and they're all the same.
It's
Wow.
just the same company.
Conglomerate.
I-
Book
I-
bag.
Oh.
Big
I
book
will
bag
be
is out to
fairly
get you.
certain if you guys got your book bags out and showed me,
My
then they
book
would be
bag
the same.
I have
is-
no
Oh,
idea
I-
what mine is.
I don't-
So far
I don't
away
keep
from
that
my
stuff.
life. I had a moustache when I was 8.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I actually did, yeah.
I remember being. I was shocked when I found out you were the same age as me.
Mm.
I'm there, you know, walking stick,
Yeah.
grey hair,
Yeah.
IV drip.
Being wheeled around.
Yeah.
Only aged 18.
No, I think back
Um,
then, I don't know if I had a beard back then. I might have not.
I think you had a
When
bit.
you joined our school in
Yeah.
secondary school, you
Yeah.
you did.
I did, yeah, and I
I
must have had
remember
it.
it.
Yeah. Yeah, like a little
Yeah.
beard. I went through a couple different styles. I had like a strip for a while, like a reverse mohawk.
But on
I
your
don't
face.
remember that.
It was very difficult to maintain, so I didn't. I just
Yeah.
stopped doing that. Then I just shaved it off. It just lives on my face now. It keeps me warm
Yeah.
actually in the winters. Very helpful. Good lord,
Yeah.
lord, it's helpful.
When you're out hunting.
When I'm
Oh,
out, when I'm
yes.
out hunting, when I'm out hunting at the
When you're
local
out
co-op,
foraging.
foraging in
Yeah,
the co-op.
yes.
Oh yes, it's good.
Yeah.
I would recommend if you can grow a beard,
Foraging
go
for
ahead and do one.
Do it for purposes of facial warmth.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. When you're out foraging for non-poisoned bacon.
non-poisoned
Yeah.
bacon. Yes,
Live
As we like to
bacon.
call them, pigs.
that was like
Yeah.
the second sickest I've ever been ever, and that was
What's
like
the
a bit.
first
Of the...
sickest?
I
Was it the
got
hand cream
some-
incident.
No, I got some kind of illness from a baby. I
Okay.
went to a
Poisoned
christening.
by a child.
I went to a christening,
You didn't
and the
eat it,
baby. No, I regretfully didn't eat the baby. So I went to a christening, and you know, everyone was there. The baby was ill, but they went ahead anyway because the baby can't say no to a christening, right? Baby's just like, oh, I'll just do one anyway. I mean, obviously, baby can't say anything. So I'm at the christening, and you know, baby's pale, you know, on death's doorstep, dare I say.
So we gotta get the christening over and done with fast.
And I go home and I'm fine, but the next day I wake up and I just wish for death on
Right.
myself, my family, and all humanity, and
So
that's it.
The baby
Um,
like passed it on to you through
Yeah.
the christening.
I don't know. The
You
baby
didn't like
was.
drink the christening water, did you?
I mean, I was next to the baby occasionally. I wasn't aware the baby was so ill that it could have like housed the next big pandemic in its little baby body. But you know, I
See,
was
This wasn't
what it
COVID,
is.
was it?
It's
No.
all- you see, you know, I think I have a theory. I think
my
because
head
it
was like
a-
throbbing. I could feel the veins in
it
it.
was an unchristened baby. So clearly, what it was is all the demons were in it still, and so
Oh.
it
All
was
of the
like,
original sin came out and went into you.
Yeah.
Mm.
Kyle, you are
Yes.
now like at least what, like 30% demon because
Well,
of that
that's
baby.
fine. The way I
Like,
got better was
Were you
not eating
christened
anything.
ever? as a-
I might have been, but I reject it.
Okay.
But
I need
what
to go
is
to an
sort of like
anti-christening just to, you know.
okay, what
He's
did
go to
you,
an
like
anti-church
oil
and get unsataned. No,
Yeah.
unchristened. Sorry, and get
What I
resataned.
did is I just didn't eat anything. I just didn't eat anything for like 2 days, and then I had an orange, and then I was okay.
Okay,
That's all it took. Was just nothing.
Citrus
Oranges
Citrus
cure all.
is
Oranges-
the
oranges are
one
good
true
for you.
cure.
And
Mhm.
you know, I think the color orange is what helped me.
Sure.
And you know,
Okay.
I know a drink.
Oh dear.
Sadly, I didn't drink any iron brew when I was that ill because I would have been very ill if I drank it. I probably would have.
To be fair, people are
Not being
probably
okay.
very ill when they drink it regularly.
Iron brew is a
Mhm,
lovely
mhm.
drink. It's good.
Sure.
Is
I
it wrong
think
to you?
like things, it's in the vein of things like morphine and heroin, where you should only use it for medicinal purposes.
Iron
Yes.
brew is a medicinal recreational substance.
Iron
I don't-
brew
Yeah.
is a Class A drug and should be a controlled substance.
It's a beautiful drink.
Yep.
Gives you
Okay.
headaches.
What's
if you-
what's so beautiful about it, Kyle?
Yeah.
I like the way it tastes, and I'm happy with the company that they outsell Coca-Cola in Scotland. I'm proud of the adverts where they show brutality towards cartoon animals. And I love very deeply the color of Iron
Okay,
Brew.
I have not seen these adverts you're talking about.
There's an Iron Brew advert, and it's like this farmer guy walking through a field, and all the animals come up to him, like there's like a pig and a chicken, and then they get thrown into the slaughterhouse. and it's like Iron Brew.
What's that got to do with Iron Brew?
I don't know, Scotland or something.
Sure, fine. I think
Okay.
on that note, we've run out of time. I think.
We've run out of time.
Maybe.
Oh no!
Who
My
knows?
time! All my
The time is
herbs.
running away.
My herbs
and-
and spices.
The world is ending. Actually, it's
Oh,
probably,
no.
it's fine.
The sky
is
has stopped
getting closer.
singing.
Yeah,
Um,
and now
Except
it's
for
sort
the
of
world.
approaching. So
Yeah.
The sky's only gotten brighter in the time that I've been on here.
it's
I've
don't
been
like
in,
all
in a
this.
dark room for too long, and it's hurting my
Brightness.
eyes.
I can't be
That's
dealing with
stage
all this
one.
brightness. It's bad for you.
Once
I
the
gotta
singing
crawl out of
stops,
my warren and find some food.
Everyone who's
sun
been hit by sunlight's
approaches.
died.
Yeah, they should drink an orange.
It's all a conspiracy from big
Eat an orange.
sun to get you outside.
Big
Yeah.
sun.
Conspiracy, big
sun.
Yeah, it's
That does imply that there are
conspiracy,
other suns who are smaller and like
What's small sun?
homegrown.
Big
No,
sun.
no. It's
Grassroots.
not Big Sun that's doing it. It's like big hemostatic equilibrium, making you want to go outside and get some vitamin D.
I don't want to go outside. I hate the outside world. I'd rather exercise in my house, live in my house. I don't like it out there.
Yeah.
The internet is scary.
Well, luckily for all of us, we shouldn't go outside at the moment, and
Hmm.
that's
Yep.
fine.
I can't wait for them to drop COVID-19 S20 Ultra.
Mm, how's that?
By Samsung.
Mm,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh no!
Before this goes even more off the rails, I'm gonna pull the plug and
Oh, okay.
Disconnect life support.
Life support.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Disconnect Seb.
Yeah.
Well,
Maybe on the
viewers
podcast
at home.
next time.
Viewers at home, if you don't know who that is,
You'll find out soon. Oh
He's
Lord,
the
he
only
Cool.
coming.
thing you have to fear.
Thank you all
F's
for
in
listening
chat.
to the Jazzrack Productions podcast. Thank you to
And thank you.
Kyle and the unnamed being who we
Yeah.
call Khalri for
Mhm.
joining
Yeah.
us.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Yes.
It's a business doing pleasure with you guys.
It really is. It's a chore.
Okay.
I'd like.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.